What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is a beautiful day here in SoCal, and I decided to finally do my first video on how to handstand. I'm going to show you guys progressions that I taught myself how to handstand, and then throughout the years that I've been doing calisthenics, which is like four years now, I started to learn and pick up ways, and I'm going to share a little bit of more knowledge with you guys that I missed and I kind of wish I would have known, but again, trial and errors, and this is why people like myself are going to share it with new people like you. So if you're learning how to do a handstand, or if you want to clean it up some more and get over the fear of certain things, hopefully this video will serve you in those types of ways to help you guys out. So let's get to it. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of progression, step by steps, on how I achieved the handstand. Okay, handstand alone. It can be a little bit scary for most of us, you know what I mean? Because we're kind of scared. We throw ourselves forward. We're going to fall on our back or hurt our neck. You know, a lot of things can go wrong, and we think about that. We're only human, you know? I didn't have access to like mattresses and cushion like a gymnastic studio does. So I was kind of just looking at what my nieces do because they're a gymnast, and I would practice in their hardwood floor at their house. You know, I would throw myself up, and my niece would like put her arm out, and I would kind of just like hit it right for support. And that was kind of the way, honestly, like how I learned. Now there's more things that go into it. Not too much more, but a few things that I'm going to let you guys know. And by the way, I'm filming this video myself, so bear with me on this one. I'm just going to spit the knowledge, and hopefully you guys can run with it and go from there and just speak the honest truth. But even till this day, my handstand's still getting a little bit better, because there's times where I'll still have a banana, you know, effect, and I'm still working on my shoulder mobility. And that's another thing, you know, I'm going to give you guys a big tip. If you can get access, if you can get yourself a foam roller or a resistant band or a pole, start learning how to get the mobility, you know, of keeping yourself, instead of like the banana motion like this, have yourself like that. And I'm still working on that, and it's getting a lot better for myself, you know, which is really good. So I give myself credit for, you know, I don't know, getting better at it. So anyways, so I'm going to be honest with you guys. First things first is get to a wall. Okay, I use the tree here, and what I did was I threw my leg up for support, and I kind of just balanced myself out. Now the ground on the tree, it sucks, it hurts, it's not even. So my banana was kind of looking more nasty, but the point is you want to get that comfortability when you throw yourself up against the wall. So whatever dominant leg you have, throw that up first to tap the wall, and then come back down if you want. Now again, it can get a little bit scary, but trust yourselves, have somebody with you if possible to help you up. And another thing I would say is your hands. Your hands take a big role in this, and I'll show you guys. Never do handstands like this. Try to always have them out for support, okay? And front is leaning forward, and then back is leaning back. So you're pretty much doing this motion a lot. Now, if your wrists hurt time to time, it's cool to get some dumbbells or some parallettes, something where your wrist could hold onto, and that way now it's a controller, so you're up, down, you know, like back and forth, rocking it. That takes a big play in it as well. Also, pushing down on the ground with your shoulders and your arms, just you got to like push down. I've noticed once I push down, and when I push down, I tighten myself up and I tighten my glutes, and then it comes perfectly into play. So that's another thing, you know. Now the progressions I'm going to show you guys step by step. I'm just going to be strictly honest. Now there's probably way more proper ones for sure, but the way I kind of got over that whole fear thing is I threw myself up, and I'm going to show you guys around here on how to do that. So let's go for it. So from on the ground here, you know, I don't really like do this like gymnasts do. I'll come in for it, I'll find a good spot, make sure my hands are shoulder width apart, my hands are spread out, and I literally just kick up slowly and try to find that sweet spot, right? And then I'll just turn myself a little bit. And then that's pretty much what I do from time to time, you know. You won't always get it perfect, you know, but if you do it consistently, I'm pretty sure you'll get it perfect. You know, there's days I'll do it like boom, off the bat, really good. And then there's days I just won't, you know. That's just the honest truth. I guess it just really depends on my training too. I did have 3 days off, so I've been kind of sick, but So that's kind of like how I do it. The ground's super uneven, by the way, so I'm trying my best. So and if, again, you got to have your hands out this way. I'm gonna get a better angle and you can see, you know, my motion of the front and back on it. Show you guys a controller, little movement with your hands. You know, you go forward, back, forward, back. It's a bit windy out today, sorry. I'm gonna do the frog pros, or some of you guys call it, I think, the crow. But when your elbows are in here, right? So anytime I do a handstand, also I try to get comfortable with like shifting my biceps forward more and pushing down, right? So like I'm like bam, like this. So to get comfortable, I guess, with the balance is I used to do this, right? So forward and then back, forward, and I'll just be rocking myself with my fingers. So leaning that way too much, go back, go forward, and then I usually would just do this back and forth, and that kind of helped me out on getting comfortable with, you know, there's a lot of weight and pressure. Again, I'm just showing you how I did it, you know. So that's one way I started practicing my little balance on the forward, back, you know, with your hands, because these really, I mean, it's a handstand. Then later on, I started just throwing myself up. But let me also go over that with you guys, because you don't want to overly extend yourself, because then you'll just eat crap. So let's go to that. All right, so let's go over on exactly how I started. You know, like I said, I would throw myself up, and before, just to share with you guys, when I threw myself up, I would just like kick up like crazy. You know, I would kick up, and then I'm just doing this all the time. You know, I'm always doing that, and it gets so frustrating. You know, I didn't know. I'm like, oh God, you know, but it would be really frustrating, like bad, until I started to understand, you know, how to use your hands, you know, the movement forward and back, having them completely spread out. Also, your elbows not really flared out so much. You want to be nice and aligned. And then I started realizing, like, okay, let me see if you guys can see. And I'm like, all right, so let's just get straight with it, right? So then I started controlling myself more and more. And then I started feeling better, like, okay, like it's finally coming together, you know? And that's what we want. You know, practice makes perfect, and I kept doing that for myself over and over, and it finally got somewhere. Like, so much up in the air really hard, you know, trying to like just kind of pace yourself a little bit with that leading leg. Just keep your elbows in, you know, not flared out, in, shoulders nice and tight, and then just kind of kick up and feel for it, you know. Feel like, okay, like that could be it. Sweet. Go again. That could be it. That was probably a banana right there, but oh well. And like I told you guys, I'm already really trying to clean up my banana look, but to help that out is a lot of shoulder mobility and some drills for that. And I'm still learning a lot of that. So, but to help you get over that fear, and I'm gonna be truthfully honest with you guys, just kick up and try to just get with it, you know. Again, use a wall if you can use a wall. A wall is gonna help you out a lot, you know. Kick up, tap the wall a little bit, come back down, and don't be afraid. You know, I know it sounds easier said than done, but just go for it, because I did. So I don't see why you wouldn't. And as far as like anything else, like there's a lot of fancy progression and drills, but if you're kind of already up in that level and you just want to go for it, go for it. I think you'll be great. You know, again, just don't kick up too high. Start feeling that balance, and use a wall. That's all I can say, is use a wall. And if your wrists start to hurt, use some parallettes. Like you probably see the ones I have back there. Parallettes help out a lot too, you know. And just keep practicing. That's it. So I hope you guys, I know this part wasn't the most educational video, but I hope you guys found it useful at some point. And if I can do it, you could do it. I'll probably do another video in a studio. It's just really hard to film myself out here at the park. I feel like when I come to the park, it's just get moves done and that's it. But I wanted to really do this for you guys. So I hope it helped you out at some point. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. Till next time. See you later.